Hey, can you please stop bothering my kid?
Sorry.
Arthur, I have some bad news for you. This is the last time we'll be meeting.
You don't listen, do you? You just ask the same questions every week. How's your job? Are you having any negative thoughts? All I have are negative thoughts.
I know that I can, 'cause I know who I am. Since the day I was born, I am NYGHTSTORM. I know that I can, 'cause I know who I am. Since the day I was born, I am NYGHTSTORM.
All I can say is incredible. You know that a strong character is epic and iconic when this is a Batman villain and he can stand alone in his own feature film. I mean, wow, just this movie was so incredible. And I like to use the word epic all the time, but this movie is epic. I tell you, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it is definitely worth watching because it takes an incredible actor to be able to pull off the Joker. You know, Nicholson did it, Heath Ledger did it, and both of those performances were iconic. But this performance by Joaquin Phoenix is legendary. If this movie does not sweep awards, I don't know what's going on. I mean, Hollywood is messed up anyway. And Hollywood do a lot of things that don't make any sense. But I think they would be clownish if they did not give this movie its just due and what it deserves. Because when I tell you, this movie really points out a lot of ills that goes on in our modern day society, and it is not afraid to push the envelope on telling some hardcore truths that a lot of people honestly just do not want to talk about. And I put it to you this way: Joker tells the story of someone who has literally lost all hope in humanity, and it is depressing what Arthur, that's his name, what Arthur has gone through. And he has been bullied, he has been broken since his childhood. Mental illness is a problem in this country, and there are a lot of people who see folks on social media, YouTubers, people on Facebook, people on Twitter, who live these so-called perfect lives. Everything is so perfect. And even I tell people, just because you see me posting stuff and I'm just smiling, my life is not perfect. You know, I have bad days. I have dark days sometimes. And, you know, but unfortunately, people like to put up this facade that everything is fine and perfect, and look at my life and your life sucks, and don't you want to be more like me? No, those are the people you don't want to be like. And Arthur, unfortunately, he got a bad rap, man. And he started doing some things that are just inexcusable because people did inexcusable things to him. Watch the film and you will see how literally what goes around comes around. And when people have been broken and they have been mistreated and they have been victims, 9 times out of 10, they find people to break. It's like being in an abusive relationship or growing up in an abusive relationship. People who have been victims of abuse, unfortunately, 9 times out of 10 become abusers themselves. And this is a hard look at mental illness. And a lot of folks need help, man. And we need to be able to have resources to help people. Now, on the other side of it, it also showed how there are people in society, regardless of what they have gone through, who have made it, who have become successful. But unfortunately, sometimes they become jaded because of their success. The hubris kicks in, the ego kicks in. They look at what I've survived, and if I'm strong enough to do it, what the hell is wrong with you? I think that is a bad approach. But then it also points out the truth that some people who have suffered a lot in life tend to have excuses of why they cannot make it. They tend to be like Arthur, who he fell into the woe is me because his life was full of woe and he decided to go dark. But there are people who decide, I'm tired of woe is me. I know my life has been jacked up. I know my life has been messed up, but to hell with all the negative. I'm going towards the light, and I'm one of those people, man. My life ain't been perfect. And honestly, if you know my story, and I'm not going to rehash it, but there's been a lot of darkness in my life. And the only thing that got me out was Christ. The only thing that got me out was God. I think that's the only thing that this movie missed, because they did not want to go religious. They went a little political, especially with Robert De Niro. And honestly, I know he hates Trump, and I know, I don't agree with his politics, but he did an incredible job in this film. He is an incredible actor, regardless of his political beliefs or whatever. But the missing element in a lot of people's lives is God. And there was no signs of anyone with any kind of praying or spiritual background in any of these people's lives, especially Arthur. And what you get when you're surrounded with darkness and there is no light, you get no hope. And then you create people like the Joker, like Arthur, who are so broken, so full of hurt, so full of disappointment. People who have been bullied, who've been treated like garbage and stepped over. And then they turn into tormentors. And then they create people like Bruce Wayne, who is also broken, who is also hurt. That boy was messed up. And even as older, when you see other Batman material, he'll straight up tell you, I'm not a good person. I just try to do the best I can. But I'm broken. I'm a rich kid that's just broken. And no amount of money can help Bruce Wayne. No amount of money can save Bruce Wayne. That's why he puts on a Batman costume and he fights criminals, some of the most dangerous criminals in Gotham. And if he dies, he dies. That's how he feels. But honestly, he fights super-powered villains. You have to remember, Bruce Wayne is human. He has no superpowers other than money, and he takes on people where money means nothing. So if he dies, he doesn't care. He thinks that the darkness will finally be over. And honestly, Joker is the most dangerous villain in all of DC, and Bruce Wayne is the most dangerous superhero in all of DC, and neither one of them have superpowers. But they're human, and they show just how powerful either the darkness in humans can become of destruction, or just how powerful when a human overcomes their adversity, even though they're imperfect, but they fight to make life better, even for people who don't deserve it. So God bless you. God bless you, your families. God bless every American citizen in this country that needs help. I hope you get the help. See this movie. Analyze this movie. Evaluate this movie and test it to your own lives and the lives of others. And instead of choosing darkness, choose being the light today. And that way we can save more people from becoming jokers. God bless you. I love you. Take care. Mwah.